Hello everybody and welcome to Onyx Path Con. This is OPP Con 2023. I am going to be your story guide for the day. My name's Kelly. I am the head honcho over at twitch.tv/dorktales, and I can hear my own voice. What's going on there? Oh yeah, let me
Not
shut
me this
that
time.
down. Oop, it's just me. Don't worry about it. Hello everybody, happy to be here for another OPP Con. If you are not aware, we are the people over at twitch.tv/dorktales, which you're watching the stream on right now. We are an actual play channel that does all manner of things, from Onyx Path products to that Dragon and Dungeons game to a ton of other really weird things. We're gonna hop into game real quick because we've got only a 2-hour time slot to run the Trinity Continuum Jumpstart Quantum Leap, which sadly does not feature Sam Beckett, or does it? Let's go around in a big circle, introduce ourselves, say who we are playing. So, I'm playing the story guide. My name's Kelly, he, him. Passing it over to Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Danny Scope Anderson, who is one of the pre-gen characters. I've just changed the name from Achi to Danny. Yeah, what do you want us to say about the characters, Kelly?
Just anything that you'd like. Like, what's their basic deal?
Okay. Danny grew up as a football fan and was really talented at recognizing patterns, and eventually got drafted into the military to help with combat specialists. So she is a combat specialist.
Fantastic. Over in the corner with Jen. Hey, Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen, I use she, her pronouns, and today I will be playing Victoria Armory Semenov. We're going to see if I can maybe do a Russian accent, I don't know. But she punches hard and doesn't necessarily like killing people, but can do it if called for. So, yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, down beneath you is Kal. Hey, Kal.
Hello, my name is Kal. I use he, him pronouns, and I am Neo Kal in the chat. Today I'm playing Jose Hammer Alegre. His deal is he worked in Brazil as a federal investigator, specializing in investigating corrupt officials and organizations working with Interpol. Eventually found out that Syndicate had infiltrated his station, and in self-defense he had to gun down his mentor.
Ooh.
And so now he's on the run, and he's all about justice and trying to undo all the corruption as well as he can.
I like it. All right, up to Christa, or over to Christa.
Hello, hi, I'm Christa. I use she, they, her, them pronouns. And I am going to be playing Cynthia Trace Smith. She was in a crazy, very much underground special project thingy that, in the shuffle of people in control of said things, got forgotten. And so she is kind of going around trying to find other people that were part of this program, as she's kind of been left astray, and is very much about wanting to help someone as long as it doesn't compromise the mission.
Nice. All right, so like I said before, this is going to be the Trinity Jumpstart. So all of you have a copy of the Jumpstart in front of you, which is where you have your pre-gen characters. This is also going to be using some of the alter rules potentially, because StoryPath just made a more condensed, streamlined version of their product. We're going to try to run them both. However, I normally don't run StoryPath games nearly as often as I run Chronicles of Darkness, 5th edition, and Powered by the Apocalypse and other D6 games. So there may be a little bit of muddling through, but we're going to do this together. Hope you enjoy it. And if we make any errors, we're doing it for the benefit of education. It's all staged, obviously. Okay, so what you need to know right off the bat is that everything here requires D10s. You are going to be rolling against a target number of 8, so you're looking for 8s on everything. This is one of those systems, if you've never played before, this is the same engine as all of the Trinity games, Aeon, Aberrant, Adventure, potentially. It is the same as Scion. It is the same as They Came From, which is probably my favorite of the Story Path games. I adore the crap out of it. So you know the basic idea, complications, stunts. It's all about trying to hit that target number of successes, which are called hits in this system, but we're going to use interchangeably because we play a lot of Chronicles of Darkness games. So with that, anybody have any questions before we hop in?
What's my motivation?
Your motivation? I'm about to get into that. You folks are going to be starting with 4 points of motivation, actually. And a quick reminder that when you fail a roll, you get a point of motivation in the pool. You also do it if you make me impressed, I'm going to say. And yes, Chandra, I will be doing more They Came From soon, after Alien. Okay, so all of you are rather disparate individuals from all parts of the globe who have been brought together by an organization called Pharaoh's Lightkeepers. They're the ultimate in secret organizations, well-funded seemingly everywhere and nowhere, and made up of some of the most talented individuals in the world. They don't always recruit the best, but they do recruit agents with the most potential. Individuals willing to fight and sacrifice for the betterment of others, more than themselves. This isn't to say that some of the recruits aren't drawn to the organization through rumors of its near unlimited resources, of course. However, to the last, the talents, that's all of you, that the enigmatic and anonymous Pharaohs recruits wants something better for the world around them. This is the organization that has recruited you. Each of you has received a letter that said the following. Greetings. We have had our eye on you for some time. My name is Pharaohs, and I lead an organization called Pharaoh's Lightkeepers. In your line of work, you may have heard rumors of our existence. If we've done our jobs, you've never heard of our accomplishments. Because when we fail, the world pays the price. We pride ourselves in the quality of our members and are selective in who we invite to join our ranks. After years of observation and deliberation, it is my delight to extend such an invitation to you. Should you wish to accept this invitation, simply head to the nearest airport. One of my agents will pick you up with a plane, waiting, and the rest of your team on board. I invite you to spend the time getting to know them, as they have, after all, received the same offer as you. If you accept, please do not worry about any pets, positions, or responsibilities that might burden you. We will see to them in your service to us, and proper alibis and excuses will be made. If you have any specific requests, please leave them with the agent at the airport. This communication will destroy itself shortly after its message has been conveyed, and you'll find it resistant to reproduction. Try not to take too long deciding, yes? The world waits for no one. That begins our story. So, out of all of the people that may have been offered this, you are the ones that accepted. And one by one, you'll make your way to the nearest airport. I don't think it really matters who got there first, but you will make your way to, well, the closest airport. You'll be approached by a mysterious stranger who addresses you by name and leads you to board a private airstrip in a remote part of the airport, using service roads and maintenance tunnels, humid and filled with pipes to get there. From the outside, the jet that you boarded looked like a mid-sized puddle jumper, a little beat up and in need of new paint. No one would cast a second look at this thing. A beautiful, professional Indian woman, crisp in a blue suit, stands by the lower stairs leading up to the cabin, a red curtain blocking the entrance. Her name tag reads Shanti. With a smile on her face, she thanked you, and thanked the mysterious stranger who escorted you here. That mysterious stranger then vanished, back to the airport. She beckoned you onto the plane, where you found wooden panels, rich leather, and soft, warm lighting. Large, comfortable chairs, exactly as many as there are for the four of you plus her, strangely, are set out in front of you, on all of them swivel, but all facing the inside. Tables stand within reach of each chair, leaving plenty of room for the crew and team members to move about. There's plenty of space here, and you can see that a gallery resides at the back of the plane for the flight attendant. A tall, Swedish blonde woman who is preparing a number of drinks. And with that, the plane takes to the sky. You hit the cruising altitude. And as you do, there's a moment where conversation can occur. Shanti smiles and looks at each of you. Well, I appreciate you all coming here. Would you like anything to drink?
Coffee?
Of course.
Coffee bar?
Of course. Would you prefer espresso or drip?
Drip.
Anyone else? We have any number of libations.
Vodka.
Vodka it is.
Cool. Getting the party started. I'll just have water.
Bottle of Fiji for Miss Smith and Mr. Allegre.
Just water for me as well.
Ava, 2 bottles of drip coffee and... Yeah, I heard. You'll hear from the back. Right away, Miss Shanti. Well. I'm very excited to be beginning this mission with you. Allow me to introduce you. Cynthia Smith. Long history of infiltration and social espionage. Quite a charmer you are.
Gosh, never a better introduction.
Well, and of course, who could forget Victoria Armory Semenov? Trained by her ex-KGB father to be quite a powerhouse. A walking weapon. Of course, sometimes a bit of range can be useful. Such as with Danny Scope Anderson, I believe.
See?
Military, world-class marksman, holder of 3 marksmanship medals, junior competitor in the Brazilian Olympics, if I'm not mistaken.
I took a brief stint there.
And of course, Jose the Hammer. Investigative, clever, and a bit of a mastermind.
That's a very powerful word. Thank you.
I used my words very carefully. I'm very excited to have you here. The mission that we're about to undergo, that you're about to undergo, is going to be somewhat dangerous, but we have a little bit of time. The stewardess will come over and serve each of you your beverage of choice. A nice fresh bottle of water for each of you with a nice seal on it. One of those $5 bottles when you, well, probably a $10 bottle in the airport at least. And then a bottle of vodka with a chilled glass that the shot glass for it is steaming with how cold it is. And Danny, just a cup of coffee, but it smells fresh ground, Colombian. Bold, robusto.
Crack the bottle. Cheers to new adventures.
I pour a shot. Just. Cheers indeed.
Why does it taste like carrots?
Carrots.
All expensive bottled water tastes like carrots. You never noticed that?
No.
No.
What a clever observation.
I don't know how clever it is if no one else agrees, but thank you. And
Perhaps
so you've given us our backstories. Who are you?
I'm your handler.
You're not going to give us your resume too?
Yeah, who else?
I am uniquely qualified by Pharaoh's Lightkeepers to assist you.
Right. After we do this mission, are we in some club, or we're just on to the next mission? Are we sticking together? Do I get to know these guys, or am I leaving them in a month?
Well, it depends. Requests are always considered, but it depends on the nature of your missions. You may choose not to participate beyond this one if it is too dangerous for you.
Or I've got other things I'm working on, and I'm obviously more than willing to help out if I can get a little help back. And intel is something I think you guys are good at, so I would certainly be happy to partake.
Well, Miss Smith, we would be happy for your assistance. However, if you did become tied up with other endeavors, I would remind you that the world waits for no one.
Oh, understood. In the downtime.
Of course. Well, I suppose that we should be arriving in about 4 hours. Now, let's say you departed. Who was the last person to board? Well, let's ask that real quick. Who do you think? Let's say that you all met up at
Jose
a
would be pretty punctual.
Punctual? So let's say that you met up at LAX.
Mm-hmm.
That you're flying out of LAX. It's nice and easy. So she will look at a little monitor that she has on her and say, we should be arriving in about 4 hours. There's plenty of time to prepare.
I have a feeling that Cynthia was the first person to arrive at the airport 4 or 5 hours early, and just sat outside and just eyed people until it was right near the end, and then was probably the last to actually show up.
Nice, nice.
Danny is a bit nervous and awkward, so probably somewhere in the middle, not trying to seem too early, not trying to seem too late.
Okay. Well, so long as you all kind of got together, we'll say that you're flying out of LAX, though, just for ease of operations. So as she looks down, so about 4 hours. And I have to ask, I didn't see it on your resume. I know a lot of you speak Portuguese, Spanish, Russian. Do any of you speak German?
Is that listed on our character sheets?
I actually can't remember if it is or not. But for the sake of a one-shot, we'll say first person to raise their hand is mildly fluent. All right. Danny, you are mildly...
If we're going from people that are from South
Football.
America, there's a possibility there's a lot of German
Football is
folks.
life.
Football is life.
And Germans are good at football.
They're
yeah,
very
I
good at
know.
football. All right, so I'll say that you all can probably get by. Also, you can get by in Germany pretty well with English. You can survive. You just might get glared at occasionally. Or get accosted in a restaurant like me. It's a long
There's a
story. I'll
story
tell you
there.
after the game. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so she'll smile at you. And it's about that point, though, that any of you who have traveled internationally will have this moment where you kind of go, wait, where are we going in 4 hours from LAX? That's gonna need Are we going to Pennsylvania? Are we going to Dutch Amish country?
Yeah. Yeah. What? We'd
So-
still be in continental U.S.
You'll find that this plane is well equipped to circumvent distances.
Aren't
Cynthia
most
puts her
planes-
seatbelt on.
So does Danny. Danny's just
Aren't most planes designed to circumvent great distances?
Yeah, just this is in record time.
Oh.
It's
how tested is this?
extraordinarily. Extraordinary.
Starts looking at the buttons.
You press one.
She's gonna look for one that she thinks is the light, the overhead light.
Okay. So as you press that, there will suddenly be a monitor across from you that all of your tables, all of your chairs are pointed at, will flicker to life. I guess it's time for the presentation, Miss Smith.
Good. Some information.
A brief video plays, showing a shadowy figure backlit by a bright blue light. Hello, and welcome to Pharaoh's Lightkeepers. We are grateful for your particular talents. I trust Shanty has been treating you well. You are all currently on your way to Berlin. Earlier today, a bomb went off in the Mall of Berlin. Currently, it's being labeled as a domestic terrorism act, but we believe there is more to it than that. Our initial assessments have detected a large amount of a flux energy on the ground. Flux is a relatively new area of science, and the information about it is not widely disseminated. It is the energy of pure potentiality, and something we, as a species, have lived with all of our lives, though now it's possible to detect it. It's possible to use as a weapon here, and that use is deeply concerning to us. We need you on site to find the underlying cause, discover who is responsible, find them, and stop them. Shanti will hand you your tablets which you can requisition whatever gear you might need, along with contact information and further details. Accommodation near the site will be provided, along with any logistical support you require. This jet will be stored at Berlin-Brandenburg Airport for your use on this mission. This should be obvious, but this is a clandestine mission. The Lightkeepers are able to do the good we can and the good that we do because of our secrecy. Your further association with us will be contingent on this as well as your performance in the field. Report in often, serve well, and the light will keep you safe and whole. Good luck, agents. The screen goes dark, and as soon as you break contact with it, Shanty is already handing out sleek-looking tablets with no brands of marker manufacture of any kind on them.
So are we working for a cult or foul?
Yes.
Well, we're not Smersh.
Huh.
See, I was thinking more were, I grew up watching the man and his angels. Charlie's Angels. That is what I am getting.
I call Charlie.
No, he was definitely Charlie, the man on video.
Well, one of us is out.
I grew up watching The Avengers myself. But
Captain Planet for me.
who's the first to grab one of the tablets? Okay. So as soon as you put your hands on them, the screens will, and you'll hear identity confirmed.
Swanky.
Looking at them, the tablets have a user-friendly interface, custom in each of your native languages. They contain a summary of various news reports as well. A bomb detonated early this morning in the Mall of Berlin, killing 7 and injuring several more. No group has yet claimed responsibility for the bombing. Authorities have declined to comment. However, a source close to the investigation confirms that authorities have few leads. The source also claims the likelihood of this being more than simple domestic terrorism is high. Eyewitnesses report several special investigators have arrived on the scene. Blah, 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 blah. It kind of trails off there. The tablet also holds Berlin police reports. And as you are looking at that, Shanty will hand each of you a small package. A little manila envelope stuffed with things. Who's the
I'll
first to
take that
open
and
one of
open
those?
it. Start looking
All
through.
right. So Victoria, you rip it out. There is a let's say you are Russian, so let's say a Belarusian passport. Each of you will have a passport that has been forged with an alternate name attached to it, of course. Choose what your name is if you'd like, but you will have a fake passport. 3,000 euros. and
Gabriela Suarez.
identification.
Oh, so original.
You'll also have Interpol identification handed to you.
Now, where is this about the wicked acquisition things?
Impressive work.
Of course. What would you need?
So out of character question, I have
Mhm.
stuff in my inventory. Would that be stuff I have with me on the plane, or it's stuff I need
It's
to
you either have it with you, or it can be easily provided by Shanty.
Okay, so then she probably won't, because she probably has her sniper with her on the plane, because she has her sniper rifle. So I won't be doing that. But then during the flight, you'll see like Danny just goes and like takes this beautiful long sleek case and just starts cleaning and oiling and whatever gun maintenance is, because I don't know guns. So does the thing with the gun parts and starts making it real pretty, almost like a meditation.
Should it come down to that, I would remind you that death is far easier to be noticed by the authorities than bumps and bruises. And there's a lot more paperwork with bodies.
In the
Isn't it?
case of bodies, is there a checklist?
Try not to draw attention, and I will take care of the details.
In-house
Still.
cleanup here.
Yeah, that's why we're the good guys. All right. You slowly will make your way through here. If you need any other equipment, Shanty will show you that one of the nearby cupboards will open, revealing tons of equipment inside of it. If you need a pistol, it's there. If you need a knife, it's there. If you need, like, just something pretty cool, it's there. If you need a baseball cap and a pair of sunglasses to do the Marvel hide in plain sight, it's there. Nice.
I do have a disguise kit.
Do you?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I
It's
realized I was
just
like,
the-
I'm right by my closet. Yes.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
debating. I have a baseball cap and sunglasses right beside me.
That's beautiful. I love you guys. This is what we do for a living. We act like idiots. I love it. All right. So, the plane is going to take about 4 hours to reach Berlin from LAX, and you will land being met at the airport by a black minivan. The driver will hand you the keys, whoever reaches for them. And before long, you will be en route, having been given directions to the Mall of Berlin.
I think Jose took the keys, so you're gonna drive.
Okay.
I forget what side of the road they drive on the
drive
right
on the
side
right.
of the road.
The correct side of the road.
That's right.
The right side of the road.
The right side of the road.
There's only one right side.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Infinite Monkey Tails. Good to see you there. Sorry, I was in the middle of a scene. Now we're on transition point. Hey, I love you guys. Been a while since I've seen you. Good to have you back. All right, so you'll make your way down to the edge of the Mall of Berlin. Now, the Mall of Berlin is as someone who shopped there before, it is massive. It is, what, 4 or 5 stories of just, oh yeah, and every type of shop that you could imagine. It's like some of the cheaper ones all the way up to, like, the Prada store, the what you would expect in a city like Berlin that has a thriving fashion scene. Yeah.
Your gucky.
What's that?
Gucky,
Your Lus Vitten.
the Lucky,
Lus Vitten?
Your Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
Louis
your Louis
Vuitton.
Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. Louis Mutton.
Louis Mutton.
Louis Mutton.
No, that's just a really expensive barber.
It's a
Or
really expensive
butcher.
It's
butcher.
a barber. I guess you shear sheep. That makes sense.
Thing.
English is a very difficult language. You're forgiven.
Yeah.
It is very. Yes.
All right. As you make your way up, you can see the scene is still in chaos. Police cars are everywhere, and emergency responders still work to clear the streets of rubble. You can see that it's been a day since the bombing, according to your reports.
I think flash a badge and be like to see the scene.
All right. So if you're using the Interpol identification, let's do a social roll. So take a look at your sheet real quick. Tell me.
I would like to use persuasion because I have a specialty in first impressions.
Okay.
As do
So-
I.
Nice.
Okay. So the way it's gonna work is so you're gonna do it right there. So Robin, I want you to go ahead and give me a persuasion. And what attribute do you think that should go with?
Presence?
That makes sense
I'm
to me.
guessing?
So
Okay.
go ahead and give me that. You're gonna have an enhancement of 1.
Okay. Do enhancements
Ones
means
do-
I get an extra dice, right?
So
no?
an enhancement. Sorry, what were you
Yeah.
saying, Cal?
What does an enhancement do?
So enhancements, the way that you add your enhancements to a successful roll.
Okay. 2 successes then,
So-
because ones don't subtract.
Ones do not
Thank
subtract.
God.
Okay.
I rolled 2 ones.
Oh man, that's rough. But hey,
Yeah.
they don't actually matter in this system,
Yep.
which is super, super nice. All right, so walking up to the front, you will flash your identification there, and a tall, like stocky German man with a well-trimmed mustache will turn and approach and look at your identification. Guten Tag,
Guten Tag.
Interpol.
Ja.
It's
Like to see. She'll say in German. Like to see the scene.
I'm the lead investigator, Hans Lieberman. You're free to go inside. Please try not to touch too much without our forensics on you.
Do you have all the booties?
Yeah, of course we have the booties. We have Das Booties are right here.
What is a society that has no booties?
Das Booties.
Das Booties. No, kind of
Ma'am,
t-shirt.
I brought some. We have our own. It's okay. Just out of a bag. Just tons of gloves and all sorts of weird shit.
You're all Interpol.
We got
See-
prepared.
Yeah.
What an eclectic group you have.
Interpol is eclectic.
Yes, like the Burger King Kids Club, eh?
The what?
Never mind. Killed Christa, I'm sorry.
You killed Christa.
Oh.
It's getting back at me for foul, isn't it?
Is getting back at you for fouling for last night's demon game.
Oh my god. Go join our Patreon.
Join our Patreon to see Demon the Descent. It was freaking amazing. Oh, and I apologize. I've got a lot of nosebleed. I had an ice cream truck outside my window, and now I have a plane strafing. So it's just, there's just tons.
It's okay. Tomorrow there's going to be a party in my front yard right outside my window, so we'll see how well that goes.
Nice. We're all invited.
Yep.
Okay. So with that, Hans Lieberman will let you by. You'll put on your little booties. He'll hand you, or at least one of the people nearby will be able to hand you some rubber gloves, and you will be allowed to head inside. You can see that there are a number of people in hazmat suits walking around as well, but doesn't sound like anything's being picked up by Geiger counters or anything is being picked up by any type of equipment they're using. They're just being better safe than sorry. But given that you outrank Inspector Lieberman, enjoy yourself. The main concourse of the Mall of Berlin lies in ruins, rubble, and dust. A few bloodstains remain here and there, a stark contrast to the white tile floor, albeit laced with sediment. Glass storefronts have been shattered in. It looks like the bomb went off on a balcony overlooking the fountain on the west concourse. Under the rubble of the balcony is the ruined remains of a fountain. It's quite the wreckage here. If you want to do me any favor looking around, feel free to. How would you go about this? What are you going to do to take in the scene? So it looks like the bomb went off on the balcony of the second floor. It destroyed the fountain and left just tons of devastation in its wake.
I mean, I have looking for
Gonna go
clues
up
as an
To the balcony.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so headed up to the balcony first. You're going to get a nice bird's eye view. And Danny, you said you have a specialty?
Yeah, I have a specialty in enigmas of looking for clues, so I think Danny's probably gonna start at the like, not impact point, but the
Okay,
I
so
guess
up on the second floor with Jose?
well, it's where the thing started, like where.
So it looks
yeah.
like the bomb exploded on the second floor balcony.
Yeah.
Like on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the two of you are going to head upstairs. What do Victoria and Cynthia do?
I think Victoria is just looking around. She's not built for this necessarily, so she's like, where do I look? And she'll just look around on the ground floor there, like looking for anything she can find, really.
Okay. Does anybody have any? Is anybody particularly good with technology?
Nope.
Technology is its own skill. So
No, I got a dot.
No.
That's it.
A little.
a little. Okay. So as you are up there, why don't we go ahead and have you do a quick noticing clues roll?
Okay.
So, and then what we're going to do is, I just have to remind myself how the help action works.
As they go upstairs, on the topic of help action, noticing Victoria is a little lost, is going to go nudge her a little bit, be like, hey, do you want to come intimidate people and be my backup?
That I can do.
Beautiful.
Okay, so let's assemble some pools for those of you who are searching around. So you would be using enigmas probably, and what? Wits, intelligence, composure. Danny?
I'm looking at the wrong character sheet.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
it's-
Kal.
It's okay.
Okay,
Those
so
are
Kal,
fine.
are you the one that has noticing clues?
So
Yeah.
so Kal's good at noticing clues. Danny's not. That makes a lot more sense for my character. I was like, why is she good at finding clues? She's just
Eagle eye, eagle eye. Okay.
Yep.
So
All right.
Jose, Jose, why don't you? So Danny, you're gonna go up to get like vantage point. Watch out for sniper nests and stuff like that. Kal, can you go ahead and give me a roll? What are you gonna pair with enigmas? You can pick any of your attributes, whatever you think
Cunning?
works. Sure. Yeah, you're trying to like slyly look at things. Like, okay, if I were a criminal, if I were going to blow this up, what would I do?
All right. And when it has writing beside it, like first impressions, looking for clues, pistol.
So that is a specialty that gives you an enhancement.
An enhancement just means extra dice.
No, it means an extra. It means if you succeed, you get an extra hit,
Oh, extra success.
Yeah.
On the roll.
but only if you hit. It's like an equipment bonus,
Right.
like in Chronicles.
Okay. That is my biggest dice pool. All right, let's get to the bottom of this time bomb. So tens are still just one, right? One success.
Tens are 2 successes.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes. plus the specialty, so I guess that's 6.
6 successes?
Yeah.
Holy balls. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you everything, I think, because we're on a one shot. So taking a vantage point upstairs, you look down and you can see that there is a lot of debris around the fountain. However, it looks like, well, besides the shattered granite or concrete that the fountain is made of, and the broken tile, you're going to see that there is a bunch of what looks like little, potentially parts of the bomb down there. Now nearby, one of the things that was blown up was like a cell phone kiosk that was kind of like right on the edge of this. But and you're looking around, you can see that the police that are picking through aren't paying attention. They're probably thinking that the tech bits on the floor are from that kiosk. They most assuredly are not. You are going to be able to head back down, and you will see that these are bomb parts. This bomb was jury-rigged with some secondhand parts that surround an advanced core of futuristic technology. And as you are flipping around and looking, I'm just going to give this to you with 6 successes. On the inside of one of the battery couplings, you are going to see that there is a sticker inside that has a local business address on it.
He's going to keep that to discuss privately with his team.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of handing it over.
You'll also be able to determine that whatever this thing is looks like it was capable of harnessing that flux energy. But it wasn't, like, taking a look at this with your clues, like, this thing was built wrong. With your tech knowledge, you have what, like 2-3 points of tech? 1? Yeah,
This
you got
one, I'll
6
have to
successes.
go to someone else. Possibly.
So, like, looking at this, it looks like you can see places where it looks like the wiring shorted out. This didn't
almost
work.
like it could have been much, much worse.
Or maybe it exploded for the wrong... Or maybe it wasn't supposed to explode? Maybe it was supposed to do something else.
Aliens.
So relaying this information, trying to see if anyone else can piece together somebody that's a little bit more knowledgeable with the insides of tech like this. He's going to relay this information back to his team after they have reassembled from wherever they were looking.
Okay.
Does
So,
anyone have
well,
any tech?
I think you're the only one.
I have a single dot, which is why,
A single
again,
dot
I
of
got
tech?
confused by our sheets, because our cunning and dexterity are both very high, and then tech, so I was just so
Can
confused.
I use my lying specialty to instead use it as technology to just technobabble things until someone goes, oh, hey, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's all I got.
No, okay. So looking at this, you're like, you're going to need probably a better clue. What I would like, though, is Victoria, you and Cynthia are kind of like walking the periphery, kind of keeping an eye out on the edge, right?
Is there any?
Victoria-
I was hoping to go talk to somebody, but if we're making our way to
Yeah.
find somebody around the edge, go ahead.
No. You're milling around the area, like around the explosion, so you can talk to somebody, absolutely. Who are you trying to talk to?
Maybe not someone in a hazmat suit, but someone that looks like they're on the forensics team and is like working on something.
All right, there is a steely-looking blonde German woman with her hair tied back, who's doing science in like a very smart business suit with flared cuffs around her ankles.
beautiful.
Oh yes, the
Yeah.
science business suit.
The science.
You know,
suit.
the science business
I'm
suit.
wearing a similar one. I'm going to like scoop a bunch of like folders just off of somewhere on my way. And when I eventually walk up to her, I go, okay, I am good at a lot of this stuff, but, or at least my 2 PhDs would say so, but there's a lot to read and I am not a speed reader. Can you catch me up to speed, please?
Of course. What can I help you with?
What do we got? What are our leads? Where are we working?
Right now, we have a manhunt in the local area. We believe that one of them may have survived. Some witnesses say that they saw someone running away, but there were a couple of them. Two of them died on impact, plus an additional, well, now 8 casualties. Thankfully, it was not during peak hours at the mall, so no children.
Small blessings where we can take them.
Yeah, exactly. So they
She's
may
going
still
to
be
hand the
one
big
around.
stack of things back to Victoria, as if it's just, this is normal.
Who will take them and continue to look intimidating.
Beyond that, we're not sure exactly what type of terrorist activity it would be.
Not matching with anything. We ran
No
it
one's
through our
claimed
initials.
responsibility yet.
Okay. You said there was there's some people thought they saw someone run.
Yes. Fortunately, in the mayhem, that's about all we have. Someone that was up on the floor was thrown clear and ran away. But that could have just been one of the citizens who was here.
No. I don't know too many people that'll run away from a disaster, even if they're scared. Not like that, at least. So, are there any witnesses still around, or can I get their statements?
Most of them in the hospital right now, but let me see what I can do. Anything
Awesome.
to help Interpol. And she'll go over to make a call. Victoria, as you are handed those folders, I want you to do me a favor. Can you make me either a medicine, brawl, or close combat? Close combat or medicine roll, and any stat that you think would be more noticey, but it can be anything that's social or mental, in my opinion.
Cool. How about cunning and close combat?
That sounds great. Do you have a specialty in close combat?
I do. It's Krav Maga, but
Ooh.
according to Onyx Path in the chat, we use specialties for other skills rather than the ones that they're.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Which is cool, but yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you for reminding me, Onyx Path. Like I said at the beginning of this, it's been a while since I've done Story Path as anything but a player, so some of the rules do fall out of my brain. I need to run it more.
And you've only been running, a few other systems in the last
I
week,
only run like 7 games a week. I'm sorry.
most of which are in varying systems.
It's true.
That is 3 successes. Or
3
hits.
successes. So, like, looking around, you are going to, with your cunning, notice a blood stain on the side of a nearby phone post. Like, right on, there's an ad for Club de Fledermaus, which is a real club in Berlin that I've walked by. Club Bat. It's a goth club. It's great. And there's, like, a big blood streak down the side of the bat, and you don't think it's there for show.
She's gonna look around and just see if she can figure out where like the angle of impact kind of thing. Figure out like where if somebody hit it or how that was put there basically.
Sure. So, like, looking around at those successes, I'll say that it looks like a blood trail. Like, it looks like someone stumbled and, like, kind of grabbed the side of the phone post as they were moving on, and it kind of tore and covered it up so that people haven't noticed it yet. But it looks like they are kind of headed off across the street. There might be, with the amount of blood that you're seeing there, you think that this might be a pretty bad wound.
Okay. Is Cynthia done with her talking to this person?
Yes.
I'll wait until she's done. And then just kind of nudge her and point out.
If this were a movie, I'd touch it and lick it, but it's not. I'm going to assume it's blood.
Why would you touch
Cousin
it and lick blood?
It's a, I don't know, it's a visual shorthand for being a vampire. I don't know. Okay, should we follow this?
I believe we should. We'll make sure to grab the others wherever they've ended up.
All right. So, assembling the others, Jose, you'll be able to pick those things up, and together, you are going to follow the trail of blood. They're going to lead you. Now, I don't have a background for this. I did, but I decided I didn't want to risk Twitch's terms of service on it. So we're going to use the mall background for this. Because I found the background. And I'm like, pretty sure that violates the swimsuit clause. You'll find out in a second. The blood trail is going to take you across the street. Now, most of the area around here, the businesses have closed up because of the impact and because of the ongoing police activity. However, you are going to see that there is a lingerie store on the corner, and the front door has been, it looks like, busted open and then propped back. As you approach the front of it, you'll see there's a little bit of blood splatter on the side of the brick facing, and then a bunch of splintering around the deadbolt.
Who wants to go check around the back with me?
I will go with you.
Beautiful. We'll go. Is there a way to, like, is there like a side alley, or is it like around a block, or is it part of a mall? Is it part of the mall?
It's not part of the mall. This is like across the street, and because in a
Yes.
slightly older area, I can't remember what the area across the street from the mall looks like. But let's assume that there's just like a nice lingerie store that's a freestanding building across.
Okay,
the
so
way.
there is an around.
There isn't around.
Okay.
What's the front door look like?
It looks like somebody like kicked it in or pushed or like kind of pried it open with like a screwdriver or maybe a big knife.
Oh, I'll just go in.
Okay.
Yep.
So Jose's just going to push the door open.
Can a sniper rifle, can you hold, yeah, you can hold them in like games and stuff.
You can hold
Yeah, you can
sniper
hold-
rifles. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not particularly graceful because they're like about, it's like holding like an extra long like crutch.
You could be hit N47 and have it like disassembled in like a case.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have it in a case.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm having him. Just about whether or not I try and take it out before we bust in is my question.
Mhm.
Apparently, we're just busting in, so...
Yeah.
Well,
That's fine.
I'm more wondering if
Door's
there's
open.
someone that went out the back. So I'm just gonna
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Cover the
Pincer.
exits.
Pincer.
Yeah. Or so that they can't go out the back.
If they haven't already, exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So-
Okay. If you communicate this, then is there a ladder to the roof of the lingerie
Yes.
store? Cool.
Sure.
Danny's gonna go
A
to the
fire
roof
escape.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fire escape. She's gonna go up and set her sniper out and then just be ready and like watching in case someone. And then also just take a look and see if anyone's around too.
Mhm.
Just start
Grappling
scanning the area.
Sorry, my headphones.
That's why you
just
brought
died.
the
Let me
grappling
just
hook, right?
switch that.
Yeah,
There we go.
exactly. Yep.
All right, so climbing up to, we do want Trinity Continuum Assassins. We should have, that would have been good too. Everybody can shave their heads for that game.
Nope.
I'll do a
All right.
gold cap.
Yeah.
There you go. Just like Travis does for our Star Trek game. All right, so you're gonna head onto the roof. Cynthia, you're gonna head around the way. Victoria, what are you doing? Because Jose's just going in the front.
I'm following Cynthia. She asked if
Okay.
anyone wanted to go with, so.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so heading around the back, there is a back that kind of like takes down one of those European alleys, you know, the really tight ones where you can't quite walk straight down it. You kind of have to shimmy a little bit. The old buildings pressed up against each other. This lingerie shop is one of the older ones in the neighborhood. Not one of the older lingerie shops, maybe. But it's Berlin, you don't know. But it is definitely one of the older stores in this area. And of course, you can see that there's like a nice bakery next to it and a law office on the other side. And then, I don't know, a chocolatier on the other side. So, as you press inside of the room, Danny, you're going to hop up on the fire escape, go onto the roof, or kind of climb up the side of the building. You are going to look around, Jose, and see that there are a couple of bloody footprints. And hunkered down, kind of hidden behind several store mannequins, you will see a white man in his mid-30s, mid-40s, probably a German nationality, kind of sandy blonde hair, cut a little bit short, lying on the ground. He's breathing raggedly, and a bit of rebar is sticking out of his lower abdomen. He's lying in a pretty dark pool of blood.
Would it be very silly to assume that we would have like radio earpieces with each other?
You totally have those.
All right.
You've got the invisible earbuds, you know, the bone conductor ones.
Yeah.
The
And yours
the
don't
Secret
run out of
Service.
battery.
We got a Secret Service
Yeah.
earpieces.
I actually have one of those in my
Jen's got-
costume bin.
Jen's got him right there.
I have one from working at a hotel.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Those little
ridiculous.
spirally.
We just yelled.
Christopher's.
Looking around to just assess to make sure there's not still threats of danger.
Mhm.
Like anybody else that's hurt, the debris maybe have fallen. He's going to kneel beside the person, check their pulse, and simultaneously be like, looks like we have a casualty on the inside of the building.
Is he alive?
He's alive.
He's very pale. When I said he was white, he's a white man, but he's a very white man at this point. You think he's probably lost like a couple of liters of blood.
Need emergency first aid.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is the back door open?
The back door is open.
After you.
Victoria gets ready to like smash it in, and you just open it. Oh.
Hey. Gonna kind of try to get his attention. Remember his high school first aid, which is all he has for some reason. The character sheets are very min-maxy.
Yeah.
Even though I'm in Interpol, I have no dots in medicine. What is your name? Stay with me.
Why would
I tell you do.
anything?
I'm trying to save your life, sir.
If Victoria shows up, she does have dots of medicine, so she's
Okay.
just gonna like.
Okay, but you're also a cruel warrior, right? So
No.
you could use. Oh, damn.
No, I'm not. I in fact, it's very specifically stated. I dislike the stereotype that Russians are the bad guys,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
and I try not to kill people, and I don't like getting in close combat because I might accidentally hurt someone too much.
Aw. She's
You
a sweet
killed
one. I
one
like
too
her.
many people in bar fight.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you-
Victoria like slides in and just starts taking over medicine wise.
Sounds good. Danny, you have a question.
Just like once we get through them on the roof, hearing that, Danny, I do have. Okay, so looking actually at my character sheet, I have an edge for danger sense, which is a reflexive roll to look for like sense danger in the area, including like a sniper rain, a firebomb going off, stuff like that. So I think Danny's going to be looking around the area to see if there's any threat of like what's around, if there's anyone else watching us, kind of thing.
Okay. You will not see. You'll not see any immediate like physical threat.
Oh, you don't want me to
How-
roll?
Well, I was about to say, but let's make a roll.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a roll. What do you think you're
Okay.
going to use?
Oh, it says to use your survival and dexterity,
Okay, so go ahead and do that.
which I have a dot in survival. Okay,
Are you
all right.
using your sniper scope to do this? Or are you
Yeah,
just
sure.
like looking?
Not
Okay.
using my sniper scope.
Okay, so use a. I'll say that your sniper scope is probably worth a +2 enhancement if you succeed.
Sweet. So with a +2 enhancement, that's going to be 4 successes.
Okay. So you are. So as you look around, you're not going to see any immediate physical threat. There's not like snipers beating on you. But as you swoop around, you're going to see that Inspector Hans Lieberman is going to start looking for you. Like he's looking around and probably for you. For wherever the Interpol agents went. I'm going to say that that was 2 successes or pardon me, it was difficulty 2 to notice that. So you're going to have 2 going forward on the next interaction involving this place and any type of sensory information.
Okay.
Like he'll be unable to surprise you guys, and you'll know he's going to be here in a few minutes.
Cool. I also can't be surprised as well as
Okay.
one of my inches. It's great. It's always
Well-
prepared.
So what do you do up on the roof? Do you come back down, or do you radio?
We got Hans making his way over here.
All right,
Okay,
Christa, you were
so-
asked.
Quick. So as Victoria starts to help, she's gonna kneel down next to Jose, and sort of also try to get this guy with him. How do we activate a skill trick?
So activating a skill trick is nice and fun. So skill tricks are fell out of my brain. Also, I had the fun thing today of getting ready for this game, and my hard copies of these books have vanished.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I spent a half hour looking for them today to refresh myself, and
Oh,
they're gone. So,
no.
Robin, did I leave them at your place?
Nope.
Okay.
don't
So,
think so.
skill tricks can add dice to a roll under specific circumstances.
Okay, so mine's a special thingy, but how do I
Okay.
say I'm gonna use it?
So it can give you a free stunt. Does it say how many it costs to activate it?
No,
On the
it says
stunt, or on the-
activate.
So they cost 1 momentum to activate, of which
Okay,
you
we
have
have
4.
4 momentum. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my momentum to activate
Okay.
my skill trick, Devilishly Good Looking. She's gonna take off her hat and kind of do a quick flip.
So you,
and-
Christa.
Exactly. So I do one of these. God, I don't think my neck's good enough to do that. That hurt. Anyway, and so she's gonna kind of lean down in a very suggestive kind of way. So what this does is it shifts their attitude towards me by 1 towards the positive. So if he
Ooh,
really
nice.
doesn't like me, he's closer now. So I'm gonna lean down and next to Jose and just be like, he's telling the truth. We're just here to help you. We just want to make sure that you get through this. We want to
Mhm.
know what happened. Something went wrong, didn't it?
Okay. So
I don't know if I can aid, but Jose is going to kind of like lean down and be all
Mhm.
like, we're with the movement. We're with you.
Nice.
okay. So what
Nice.
I'm gonna need 3 separate rolls from all of you. I'm gonna need from Jen. You're gonna try to treat him during this. So I want medicine and cunning. Okay. We're gonna do is we're gonna start off with Jose. So Jose, why don't you go ahead and give me a, what do you think this is? I mean, you're
All right.
lying bald-facedly.
Well, it says that he has an edge called Skilled Liar.
Ooh, nice.
Character gains 2 enhancements to all attempts to deceive others in person, over the phone, etc. He can use this bonus against all forms, blah, blah, blah. Inspired powers that allow someone to examine the liar's thoughts. I don't know what that is, but it's 2 dots.
Okay.
You gain 2
So that's-
enhancements to all attempts, yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
so-
Okay.
yeah.
So let's say cunning and Mr. Jose. Persuasion?
Sure. That works for me.
Unless something else. Yeah.
You're trying to persuade him, so let's go ahead and do that.
All right. This is not a first impression. So specialties kind of apply to every other skill except the one they're listed to.
Yeah.
Interesting. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a little hard to wrap your head around on first, and I completely forgot it, but it is a really cool like mechanic that you don't see in a lot of games. Like, and it really applies to real life. Like, your knowledge of poetry might help you be a better songwriter, or it might help you be a better flirt, or it might help you be like...
Oh, I'm sure I've told the story of how I won an argument by doing a backflip. For this exact thing. If I haven't told you, I'll tell you after game.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2. It's 8 and above, right?
It's 8 and above.
9, 9,
and 10,
and a
10s
10.
are 2.
9, 9, and a 10, so that's 4. Plus whatever the
So
2
plus 2.
dots in skilled liar.
So 6. So what this is going to do is, Christa, you're trying to get information out of him. That is a very convincing thing. So Christa, I want you to go ahead and make your roll to try to seduce him. But do it with, I guess an enhancement bonus of let's see, an enhancement bonus of 4.
Beautiful.
Because...
I also have skilled liar, so that's another 2. So I'm starting off with 6 successes. Is that what we're saying? And I have a dice pool of
if you
10
succeed
for persuasion, and if I can do persuasion and manipulation, it's a dice pool of 10.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to say there is a complication of 2 because he's never seen you and is suspicious. But if you succeed at all, you're going to buy that off immediately.
Yes, and he's 1 closer to liking us.
Yes. I mean, with this many hits, I don't think he has a choice.
Yeah. Oh, that's 2, 3, 4, and do ones take away?
They do not.
Okay.
And 10s
4.
count as 2.
Yes, yeah, I got a 10 and 2 8s. No, it's a 6.
Okay, so that's 10 successes. That was difficulty of. It was going to be difficulty of 2 to try to convince him. You have another bonus because you're offering him medical aid. So he is just going to literally spill his guts into Victoria's hands. Victoria, can you give me that medicine check, please? Medicine and cunning, let's say?
2 successes.
2 successes. It is difficulty 2. So you're going to start patching him up. This rebar is, you do not have the skills to remove this and prevent him from bleeding out. So,
what Jen knows from first aid is you don't pull that shit out.
Every role-playing game ever, just pull it out.
Every movie and video game, when an arrow is someone or someone's impaled, they immediately pull it out like it's the thing to do. And I think that is teaching kids and young adults very bad tech.
It's true.
Very bad idea.
You heard it here. Do not pull out things that are impaling people. If they're, just don't.
Just don't impale people either.
Dork Tales first aid.
Dork
Or
Tales
that.
first aid.
Also, don't be the one doing it.
Don't impale.
Don't impale.
Be a pal, don't impale.
Unless it's consensual.
All right. Anyway, back to the lingerie shop. All right. So staunching the blood with a corset or like a lace teddy. Oh my God, there are corsets here. You could actually bind the wound like a tourniquet.
Oh my!
You wouldn't tourniquet it, but you could. You pull it out. You push him out into the street. He just looks like Frankenfurter. He's fabulous, but bleeding
and very pale.
and
Now
very
breathe in.
There That could work. Okay, so you'll begin, and you're going to see as you start stitching him up, or not stitching him up, but patching him, he is going to start getting like a little woozy, but with all those successes, he is going to manage to get all of this out before he passes out. My name? I haven't seen you around. I'm Chet Sherman. I've been hiding from the law, but I got caught in the explosion. The rest of us managed to make it away. And except for the ones who got blown up, who wasn't supposed to blow up.
What was it supposed to do?
It was a test. It was supposed to reveal the true world. It was supposed to bring about the truth. Everybody else is back at the electronics store. We're not terrorists. We're not terrorists. You know that. I heard him calling us that. Come on. Like, you know we're activists. We're in it for the good. We're in it to help humanity.
Cynthia will reach forward and kind of like hold his cheek and just sort of like calm him down. Of course we know.
It was just man. It was an error.
I don't know how this happened. Am I gonna die?
No. We were.
He's gonna look at Victoria.
No, of course you're not. Not looking at Victoria.
Yeah. Victoria says nothing. Just
We were supposed to meet our contact here, and with all of this, they haven't shown. Where is the electronics shop?
Saturn alien.
Okay.
And he's gonna slump forward, unconscious but breathing, as Victoria stems the flow of blood. Danny, you can see the inspector is kind of following the trail over toward the lingerie shop from the roof.
Danny, how we doing?
He's almost here.
We're gonna run out.
Got the back.
I'm gonna. I think we need to run out the front. Cynthia's gonna throw her coat over top of the guy as if it's trying to help. I don't know, but run out the front and bust open. Help! We need help over here.
Yeah, what's going on? We'll rush inside.
We found one of the folks that got stuck in the. He must have been a passerby. He took a piece of rebar through the middle and stumbled off in the confusion. We need medical aid.
He will shout in German outside and go, "Ja, schnell, mach schnell, come!" And we'll like radio it in. He'll turn back to you at that point and say, "You made quite a few successes earlier on your social role with him. So you continue the ruse, but did not upset. He is going to like look down at this and kind of, this is horrible. Do you think he'll live?"
maybe.
Scheiße. All of this for a bunch of crackpots.
Are there specific crackpots we're thumbing?
You get the sense that he's holding something back from you.
Jose notices that he responded after, well, is he going to live? And when Cynthia said, yes, it looks like he'll live, he went to Scheiße. So
You think it was probably... Yeah, okay.
Can I roll
Go ahead.
like an empathy?
Yeah, give me an empathy roll. Give me empathy and, what do you think? Wits? Cunning? Composure?
Yeah, what would...
You're just kind of writing it? You're just like, yes.
Cunning?
Cunning? Yeah, you're just like, I'm so empathetic.
Now I
It's
can
okay.
use the skill if I have no dots in it, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Cunning it is.
What is this empathy of which you speak?
Empathy. You know, famous
Specialty.
Empathy.
famous
Empathy.
Interpol officer, Jose, undercover agent, no empathy.
It's empathy, like sociopathy, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, okay.
empathy. Right. 0 dots in empathy. That's a 9 and a 10. 3.
Okay, 3 successes. Damn, you guys are rolling on fire tonight. So looking at him, you can see that he came here looking for you, and you get the vibe that he was coming here to like ask you something or tell you something, and then this is just further upset him. It's not that he's like, damn, this guy's gonna live. It's more like, scheisse, this is an awful situation. Now we have another body on the floor. More paperwork. That's what
More
it really is all about.
complications.
That's my life, yeah.
May I try to persuade him to tell me what's going on? I do have a
Please.
specialty in empathy that's doing the right thing, and so I would like to use that in my persuasion to get him to work
Okay.
with us to do the
So
right
you
thing.
like undo another button, like another
Exactly.
button.
Yeah.
You're gonna be undoing buttons on your shoes before long.
Exactly. Yes.
Danny will make her way down from the roof eventually.
Yes.
Danny, don't you know that you are cool as fuck on the inside? Sorry. All right, so
Okay. So that's 5 for persuasion. 1, 2,
Checking
3,
in.
4,
Annie?
5 for.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
God damn it,
Are
Gal.
you okay,
I'm
Danny?
Danny, I'm okay.
Danny M. Okay. Sorry, what is the specialty? Give me another die or
specialty
Auto success.
will auto success.
an auto success?
Once you get successes, it's an auto success.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's an enhancement.
Yeah.
The Onyx Path is saying that you keep a stash of extra buttons in case of emergencies.
Yes. You know what sucks is I don't have buttons. No, actually, that's not true. I do have a stash of buttons for an emergency.
Of course you do.
So I'm gonna. You know what, Onyx Path? This is between me and you. My dice roll for shit in all of your
Onyx-
games. I feel
Oh.
personally attacked by this.
Onyx Path, please send Christa a set of dice.
Please. I have to not roll. My dice pool
You're gonna-
was 10, and I got a 10. And I did
That's
roll,
2?
It is, but I also rolled 2 1s in that.
Well, thankfully we're not playing like Old World of Darkness.
Yes. So that's 2 plus the auto success, so it's 3 successes total.
3 successes on a difficulty of 2. Congratulations. He will kind of. So how do you get this out of him? Do you just like you button up and then you unbutton again?
Oh, she's very, very good at the subtle, where so like she takes a step forward and it's just like the strap falls, but it like she doesn't touch it. It just does. It's like the technique of doing nipple tassels. Like there's a weird art to it. You move her body in a way that does not make physical sense, but it's yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, I know.
Yes. And so she's just gonna sort of take a bit of a step closer, as in like a confidant kind of way, and be like, "What's going on, Inspector?"
The terrorist sent us an email. It was timed to corrupt itself, but we managed to save a copy of it, but we're having trouble sorting it out.
What do you have from it?
Are any of you technically savvy?
I've been known to open a Snapchat or a TikTok here or there.
Okay. So
I-
any
I
are any
also-
QR code.
I have used what
I've
the,
used this
what do the
QR code
kids-
scanner.
Kids call.
yes. They put those in
Tax
restaurants
talks?
now. They're the worst. I tried to
Maybe
order
tax
some
talks?
bratwurst and I can't. They're the worst for the worst.
Oh, the worst for the worst.
Can't believe you've done this.
I like that he's Hans Lieberman, by the way, is written as like a by the book, straight edge
I
cop.
know.
So I don't think he knows he's doing it.
He's like a dad of a dad of at least 2. He has a cop mustache. His hair is starting to thin.
And it's a German cop mustache, so you know that is like by the hair, even on both sides.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a dot in technology. I don't know if you have more than that, Kal. Nice.
Oh!
We have both.
Oh, okay.
Our
Hang
powers
on.
combined, we have 2.
Do we have any?
Yeah.
Do we have any inspiration dots?
It says on your. You have 3 on your own sheet. I have 3 on my sheet, so you check your sheet.
You
Probably.
do. You have inspiration.
Okay, so I have a gift called Method Actor, and I may use an inspiration to treat
the way-
any skill as I have that many dots as intuitive, which is 2.
The whole thing with inspiration in this is one of the best parts about this, by the way. Like, it's a really great mechanic for the system. Do you want to give it a try, Cynthia?
I would love to.
You're just like, you put on the glasses and you're like,
yes. Oh yeah, pulls out a thing and like a dummy's guide to encryption.
all right, so
I'm in.
you will.
I give her a hand. I like take the USB from my phone and put it into hers
Okay.
and be like,
So
overclock
he'll
mode.
call back over his shoulder and go, Frau Bucher. You'll hear some horses neigh. And Science Woman is going to come over with a tablet and go, yeah, here's the email. And hand it over to you.
Cunning and technology.
Cunning, and so this is, they've actually told me what it should be here. It should be oh no, just cunning and technology will work. Yeah.
Okay. And then so instead of technology, I'm going to use my intuitive facet, which is 2.
So this is difficulty 1, but it has a complication of will auto delete.
Oh no, I should not be rolling this, guys.
Can you aid people in this game?
Yeah, I was gonna say I could aid.
Yeah, you totally can. You'll have to wait before Christa, before you roll. They can,
Okay.
one of them can aid you, I'll say.
Let's let
Danny do it.
let Danny do it because my intellect.
So, Danny, roll technology plus presence plus.
Oh, then no, I don't want to do that.
Plus stamina. What do you want to use? What do you want to use?
I mean, I have
Intellect, yeah.
cunning. I have cunning or dexterity.
If I were an automatically deleting email, what would I do?
Dexterity. Because she's moving
Dexterity?
fast.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah.
with dexterity.
Well, because you have to hack it, and it's the hacking protocol is the pipe game from BioShock.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that you said the pipe game from BioShock instead of just the pipe game. It makes me feel a little bit older just for that. Ouch.
Yeah.
You know, Pipe Dream. That game from BioShock.
Can I
no,
use-
like the hacking mini game.
Kelly,
Yeah.
may I use planning? Is a skill I have in command. Could I use planning as an enhancement?
How? You're just gonna say
Played
by
a
planning,
lot of
aren't you?
BioShock.
Yes, I played. I have
Done.
experience. Perfect. I have
Done.
experience working problems out from like soccer stuff. I have.
There you go.
Oh my god. Because you did a lot of soccer and sent a lot of auto-deleting emails to other people in your soccer club.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, we have to call it
glad-
football here.
Yeah. So that's 3 successes.
3 successes. All right. So, Christa, go ahead and roll. You will have an enhancement of 2 on your roll.
Awesome.
And if
And
I'm
is
not
that-
doing teamwork rolls right, let me know, Onyx Path. It's nice having them in the chat because now I can
Isn't
just
it
be like, I don't know, guys. I normally just Travis tells me what to roll when I play this game.
I know, right? So, ironically, on my dice pool of 6, I got a 10 and 2 8s.
So you
Plus
call Onyx
2.
Path out about the dice, and then
Yeah.
you get 10 successes.
Clear. You obviously did something. I appreciate it. You sent me the good vibes.
Hold
Beef
up.
is up.
How
It was,
many?
it was Rich. It was Rich Thomas himself, just going, "Oh yes, Christa's dice," and flipping a switch that he has on a
Yes.
panel.
Thank you. Much appreciated. So it's 4 total plus 2. The 2 enhancements.
Okay. So you are just you're gonna open it up, and Danny's gonna be like, be very careful, check its settings, check its properties. And you open the properties of the email, and there's an auto-delete tab, and you just go click. Like, it's that easy with that many hits.
Oh, yes. You know what? It happens to the best of us. Nobody remembers this panel.
That honestly feels how I treat every technology problem I ever come across, which is probably why Paradox hates me.
It's really true. Hans is just a boomer. He doesn't get it. You guys are all millennials, like, doing this. Like,
Oh yeah, my
Did you
boss
just
had this
click-
problem last week. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
also, do you know that you have 600 files in your printer queue?
Yeah. Don't break. It hurts. It hurts the heart.
They're all going to a printer that hasn't been installed since 2006.
too real. This is a game, guys.
Yeah, we're here to play
Yeah.
fantasy and not deal with the real world.
Is this the real life? Okay.
It's just this
It needs to be
fantasy.
just fantasy.
No,
Why
there's
do you have DLC.
The fantasy is the Fanta amusement park across the street. Wanna Fanta? All right, so you'll decode the email, and it'll go like, and it will say, "The bomb is the first fire, signaling the time of change. From our place in the city, we watch. From our place in the city, we record the event. We combine the tools of mortals and the world of the divine to bring about." Pictures attached to the email show the mall having been photographed from a location nearby. And successful investigation rolls from here. You are not going to need to really. With that many successes, I'm just going to
I
give
show
stuff
it
to you.
Danny, who's like had been on the roof, and so she's like,
Oh, yeah,
no, I thought
yeah.
that would have been from this angle."
You know what? You had those extra successes on your scout roll. You are going to recognize that those were taken from about a 40-degree angle away from this shop. Just on the other side of the mall.
They were taken from just over there. There's a stray hair fucking just
It's the
in my
accent.
mouth.
Is that a regional dialect?
Yes. See?
We're professionals. We're professionals. Okay.
Professional
so-
face. Professional.
Professional face. Ready? We have a half hour to solve this crime, gang.
Solve it fast. Solve it hard.
Solve it fast.
Just
I've
don't worry.
already.
We'll find the bad guy. I will one-shot his bodyguard in the head. So
Okay.
And then I'll be sad
surrender.
that you killed him.
Yeah, but it's
Alright.
the bodyguard. We'll still have the guy behind it.
This is why we love you too, Betty. Hello, this is Pharos. You're all fired. You know what? If they haven't solved part of this mystery in 20 minutes, they are fired. So, maybe 25.
This is the test. We have failed.
Yeah.
Wait, fast. So, looking at that, you're going to see that there is another shop across the street from the mall that looks like these were taken from. Taking a quick look at it and heading that direction quickly, you are going to recognize that this is an electronics store that has the same tag as the label that was inside of that piece of the bomb
explosive
components.
Device?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't the guy say something about an electronics store?
He did.
Saturnalia?
Saturn Alien.
Oh, Saturn Alien.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, there are
Oh,
aliens.
They're the party aliens.
Cynthia was
Yeah.
right.
All right.
It is
So,
aliens.
heading over there, you can see that it is Saturn Alien is the bottom floor of a four-story building across a busy intersection from the Mall of Berlin. You'll make it over there, and we'll see that. I'm assuming you're not going to wait for a warrant.
No.
You are the law.
We're
You
not
got what?
actually Interpol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It's true.
We're gonna
so
go in soft, and if that fails,
Going hard.
go
I
in
like
hard.
to go in hard.
Okay, so the shop is closed right now, of course, because of the commotion across the street. But as you approach, you can see that inside of the store is an old German man who is just tidying up, kind of puttering around. He'll approach the window as you knock on it.
Hides sniper rifle behind a back.
Victoria is covered in blood, I'm pretty sure, including the bloody gloves that she has not taken off.
So he's gonna open
Push
the door.
Victoria away.
Yeah. Hello. Good Nacht.
Guten Nacht.
Good evening.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Ah, me too. I am also a donut.
I'm going to.
Jen's hiding from the Susie is her joke. All right. So he'll open the door and say "Oh, hello. Good evening. How can I help you?"
The rolling donut gathers no dust.
Gathers no powdered sugar. Yeah.
Gathers no powdered sugar. And the swan has fallen.
Swan? There's a swan out here? He's gonna kind of look around for a swan, looking rather confused.
Empathy?
Sure, go ahead.
Cunning from hiding around the corner, hiding Victoria.
Give me a cunning and empathy roll, please.
Will do. Oh.
Oh?
Oh.
Oh?
3. Because it's 8,
3.
right?
It's
Not
8.
7. Okay, yeah.
It's
3.
not 7.
Yeah.
You're not a god yet.
Yet.
Next time we'll run. Next time we'll prepare. We'll run Scion. We'll all be gods. We'll just sit around playing poker.
Like how
Gods
the
playing poker.
demigods
That's the painting,
only
right?
get a success on 7 or above. You're better. You're 10% better.
You're 10. That's more than 10%. Because it's compounded.
Oh, statistic.
Mm.
Of
Statistics.
course you would say that. Yeah.
Of course I would say that. I don't know how to. All right. Anyway, so he's gonna look at you. You're gonna say, "Oh, he's a confused old man," but he looks like he's been here forever. Like with those successes, it looks like he blends into the scenery here. He's probably the owner and probably owns the building. He might have information you could ask him. Yes, Danny.
I'm gonna sound like a freaking broken record over here, but can I do another danger sense?
Yeah, you can.
Good. Survival and cunning.
Do you host tech like clubs or anything? Do you know anything about this place, sir? And he's just gonna quickly flash his Interpol.
Oh, police! I'm the owner of the place. This is my shop. I own the building, and I have owned it for the past 20 years.
Do you manage the shop, sir?
Yeah. My name is Der Spatz.
And Danny had their role finished, I think.
Yeah. So, Danny, how many successes did you get, or how many hits did you get?
I had 3 hits.
So 3 hits. Looking around danger sense, there's nothing immediately dangerous right now. You actually think that you're in a safe moment, but looking around, you could talk to this guy. There might be other ways in.
It seems that your shop might be in, well, how do I put this? Parts from your shop may have been involved in the accident.
Is this about the art installation?
The art installation?
Yeah. Some young people came in. A group rented out, and they're renovating the top floor of my building for an art installation or a tech startup or something. Who can tell young people these days?
So
It's
there's
always-
a tech startup upstairs.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe a video game company. Maybe they're like Atari.
Atari?
Yeah, like Bill Gates, he started his business in a garage, so I figure if they pay good rent, why not? Wonderful people. I pay in cash. Lots of strange lights, late nights after I close up, but hey, maybe they party a lot, but you know what? I did a lot of drugs when I was young too. You know?
And can we have access to their shop?
Yeah. I don't quite know about that. That just violates several of our very liberal rental laws.
Is there an external entrance?
Yeah, there totally is a fire escape.
Well, what's going to
Okay, has
happen
he
here is
seen-
I'm just going to keep talking with him and chatting and blah, blah, blah. And
If I'm,
everyone
like,
else can do
If I'm like hiding
whatever
around
it
the
is
corner,
they're doing.
and I just hear that and be like, "Oh, hey, fire escape," and just start climbing.
Okay. All right.
yeah,
So
and
you
as you go, I'm ripping the gloves off of you and like swapping your shirt as you're trying to get away. And like,
But if I leave
All right.
someone else's blood here, then they can try to come back to me.
All right. So Danny, are you headed around the side too?
Yeah, Denny's.
Okay. All right, Danny. So the three of you. So he's gonna keep going. Yeah. So do you have a warrant? Some type of warrant that you could provide me that maybe I could use to, not get sued? Because if they are a startup, they could be quite litigious. And
Right.
I'm 68 years old. I want to have a nice retirement soon.
60. Oh, yeah. What is the
Yeah.
retirement age in Germany?
I mean, much younger, but I'm an entrepreneur, so fuck me, right?
Yeah.
can the rest of the 30
Sorry,
minutes
too real on
of
me.
this
Too real.
conversation is this?
Oh, do you know if they're in? Maybe there's no forced entry necessary, and
Yeah, from Interpol. So I suppose I will tell you what. I'll walk you up and we can knock on the door. And if they answer, they answer. But otherwise, I can't let you in.
oh, fair enough.
All right. So he will take you up. Yeah, I know he's only a few months from retirement.
Oh no.
I must
That
protect.
is exact. You must protect. All right, so the rest of you head around the back, and you'll see that there is an alleyway there containing a fire escape. There's a large dumpster filled with drywall and other debris with the bottom of a yellow garbage chute running parallel to the fire escape. You know the type. So
Uh-huh.
you can write it down later. All right, so
The bodies
you
down
take...
Yeah.
Yeah, put the bodies at the floor. Okay,
Yeah.
so you go chunk, 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 up the fire escape, and you will... I love this rule. I love this in here. It's a safe neighborhood, or it was until today, so no check is required to open a window into the hallway and climb through.
Wow.
Thank you, Onyx
Nice.
Path. That's a good detail. I love that.
Victoria goes to smash it. Cynthia opens it.
Yeah. These
One
Germans
day.
are interesting.
So you will be able to go into the fourth floor. It's a wide open floor with its walls removed. Workstations filled with monitors, soldering tools, and thousands of random computer parts line every wall. Large, sturdy-looking military-style crates stand in stacks near workstations, while others sit piled in random intervals. Wires cover the floor, leading to and running from stacks of crates in the middle of the room. The wires feed into a device, gray and cylindrical in shape, with a large glass orb fastened to the middle, breaking its smooth lines. The glass orb is inert, but every so often, faint purple lightning bolts flicker within. As you are looking at it, the word, the text, the word, emblazons the cylinder in white letters.
Bird?
The word. No, not bird.
Bird?
But bird is the word.
Bird
Oh,
is
I
the
Damn
word.
it, we're not doing.
I've heard. 12 minutes left of game. Burr, 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 burr.
That's just how this game ends, as we get hit by a laser.
Yeah, the laser is from arrows.
Lying on a table nearby in plain view is a note that requires no successes to find, apparently.
Aha!
Jen laughed so hard she went out of focus.
Worst terrorists ever.
We're serious ever. When the test is complete, turn your eyes to DC. The beginning of the end of the age of man will happen in the seat of American power under the gaze of the United States Senator Francis McAllister. We have...
He's
He's what?
Pride Month.
Yeah, basically. Welcome to Rage Month. We have brethren placed at his charity fundraiser and re-election campaign. They will carry your mission forward, and I shall be watching. I will use what I have learned and iterate. I will ensure its success, and the word, capital W, shall be spoken before its time. And should the word be spoken before its time, we will scatter and reform, flowing like a flock to gather some other place, some other time. I bid you learn further before the holy event occurs. Use what remains of our holy materials to move forward yourselves. Let the censors to send the blessed knowledge to me, or set the censors to send the blessed knowledge to me. Let the energies flow through you in fire and flux. Speak the knowledge so that it may be echoed into the future. Help me perfect the word so that it may be spoken to the world.
So that seems like just a tad culty.
Gonna take a couple of pictures of a bunch of like this note and everything and send it to Shanti.
Okay.
Does the old guy knock with
Yeah, I was literally just waiting for someone to finish, and I was gonna go,
Victoria goes to
Yeah.
open the door and just like looks out. Hello.
yeah, you are part of the tech startup? Yeah,
Cynthia
here?
finds
Yeah.
a name tag and reaches around and puts the name tag on her.
There's like a random hand pinning something to your boob. Like,
100%.
And it says Hank. No, it says Hans. Hans?
Hans?
Hans.
My name is Hans.
As they look down and read it upside down. My name is.
I am
Zna.
21.
My name is Hans. All right. So, yeah, I guess you can go in now. Auf Wiedersehen.
Gracias.
So long.
Ah, yes. Interpol.
This
Come
is
in.
not fucking worth it. He's gonna walk down the stairs.
Well, we found
I'm
a
like, I'm 2 months from retirement.
Oh yes, hello Interpol. Come on in.
Yes. Hello, tech startup employee. Thank you for inviting me in lawfully.
He's gone. He's been like gone for
He's gone.
so long.
Yeah.
So what do
Are
you
there
all do?
cameras in this room?
There are not. There are not. There are piles of papers. There are those big crates. There are computers.
Okay, that's it. Cynthia, I said almost your name, Krista. Danny is gonna go looking through boxes.
All right, looking through boxes. I want you to give me, if you're looking through boxes, folks, give me give me a roll for everybody who's doing that. That's going to be security plus dexterity to pick the locks.
May I make a phone call while they're
Security.
doing that?
Where's
All right,
security, Kelly?
Larceny?
Larceny.
Larceny. It's security in the
Yeah.
module, so they probably changed the name of the skill before it was
okay.
published.
Yeah, no worries. Just was like, I'm like,
Yeah, it
"Oh,
happens."
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing security, but I do have larceny.
Quick question.
All right. Quick
Flux-
answer.
Flux is a thing?
Flux is like, it's like quintessence, but it's like it's the
Okay.
quantum energy. It's
'Cause
quantum.
I have
quantum.
moment of inspiration, exposure to flux, but I'm guessing that's
You were exposed to flux at some point
beautiful.
in your history.
I would like to make a phone call at some point.
Okay. So let's do your phone call real quick while they're like looking through the boxes. So you're going to go bing, 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 bing.
I have a path contact who's a
Okay.
politician. Can they be a DC politician? that
Absolutely.
Can maybe start looking around.
All right. So do you have a DC politician in mind?
No, I don't know, Nate. I don't know politicians. I don't know Canadian
Okay.
politicians.
Let's say how many points is the contact?
Just one.
Or no, okay, just one? I was going to say
Yeah.
it's Obama.
Yes.
This is like a
No,
gift.
it's what's his name? The guy from Harold and Kumar.
Bernie Sanders.
Oh,
No,
not Bernie. It's hello, this is Bernie Sanders. How's it going? Thank you for calling me. It's huge that you've reached out. So it's you're Kal Penn. You're talking about Kal Penn.
There we go.
All right, so you dated Kal Penn briefly. So ring.
Beautiful.
Hello, this is Kal Penn.
Hi, Cal. It's Cynthia.
Cynthia Smith?
Yes.
Oh
Lovely
my
to talk
god,
to
I
you.
haven't seen you since I took you to the premiere of the second Harold and Kumar movie.
It was awfully kind of you. I really appreciate that. I'm so sorry for disappearing, but I am somewhere with some information and cannot explain to you how I know this, but I think it would be best if you listen.
I'm always happy to listen to your dulcet tones.
Right back at you. We'll have to get together when I come back to. Sorry. Okay, we have a thing. There's some kind of cult that is spreading the word.
Oh no. The word, you mean bird?
Not bird, like a capital W, in like a real culty way.
Like George W. Bush. Gotcha.
Exactly. Yes, correct. Might be.
All right.
Oh,
So the
God,
word's
might
probably
be.
misspelled.
Yes, it's a burb with a B, like the kids do
Okay.
nowadays.
All right, fair. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make light of this because I am a comedian. So let's keep going.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what? It's what I always loved about you. Okay,
Wait,
no.
are you
we're
a spy
talking about-
now?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh,
We'll
that's
talk
so
about
hot.
Hi.
Oh,
Shush,
that's so
Jose.
hot.
We'll talk about it later.
Talk
Okay,
about
bring
the
Jose.
bomb.
the
Oh, you can bring her too.
The bomb.
Are you talking about Harold and Kumar Save Christmas or a real bomb?
an actual one? Have you seen in the news the Berlin Mall?
Oh yeah, I'm all over it.
Yes, that is going to happen in multiple places in DC. They have people infiltrating someone I forget. Christa forgets the name.
Berlin.
No.
The politician's name?
The politician who they have.
Oh,
people-
McAllister. Kevin McAllister.
Kevin McAllister. They've infiltrated Kevin McAllister, and I didn't think anybody could do that.
Kevin Francis McAllister.
Yes. Okay. They are in with. I don't know if he is in or if it's just people that are in on his organization. I need you to do your best spy impression and find
Okay.
out everything you can about everybody that is in that group, like whoever.
Well, I can
works
probably.
with him.
Say
I
something
know.
about the charity event.
Are you,
That it's going
did
to
somebody just mention his fundraiser that's happening in 2 days?
That's the one.
Okay. Well,
There's
I'll
something
reach out.
improv.
I'm really good at it. So look, I can see about that, and I can maybe try to get you some ins on that. I can try to give him a call as well. I do have his number. I think he might be home alone right now.
Just double check. Don't take an iron to the face in the process.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Then again, he could be lost in Manhattan.
Well, in which case he's tied up with Trump, and we don't want anything to do with him.
No, he's tied up in
That
court.
guy's a sticky bandit.
We're not going to get into that, but I don't think Onyx Path would really appreciate the jokes that I would make. It is my channel, but you know.
Yes. Yeah. If you're new to Dork Tales, welcome to Pop Culture 101.
Yeah, you're standing in a room with a bunch of boxes of documents, though, so who knows?
Exactly. That's my phone call. That's all.
Okay, that's your
make
phone call?
plans.
All
We
right.
will do
So,
stuff.
looking through the boxes, you're going to see that the crates, you got enough successes that you're going to go. There's like a little bit of glow from the inside as you find Marcellus Wallace's soul, but underneath it is an old polystyrene foam used to protect computer equipment during travel. you are going to see automatic weapons lining some of these, like full, we're going to say, we'll say AKs, just for nice ease. They're reliable. And some of them are going to be stacked along with various religious texts, including Bibles, Qurans, all manner of religious texts, actually.
What?
Yeah.
And if you take the first letter of every word, alternating between Bible, Quran, Torah, it spells amen.
And the message sounds like it came out of the Swedish Chef.
Yep.
All right.
Danny is taking photos and sending to Shanti? No.
To Shanti?
Yeah.
All right. So suddenly, as you are there, you're going to hear a little buzz in your earpieces. And it's going to say, "This is Shanti. I've received your message, Danny. Prepare yourselves. You've got incoming." And as you hear that, the door is going to kick open as the cult returns, having been tipped off by the guy who owns the building. But that's where we're going to call a game, because we got to get out of here. I'm sorry.
I didn't get to do anything! Amazing!
Danny and Victoria are like, no!
You know what, Danny? Because you complain so hard, make me a firearms roll just to turn to 360 no scope.
Yes!
360 no scope the leader.
360 no scope, because you have danger sense, you can't be surprised, so you'll just pivot and shoot.
Yeah.
Can Victoria get one choke slam in?
I open the door. Danny shoots out it. I slam the door in someone's face.
You know what? I want you to give me a close combat and strength roll.
Cool.
6 successes.
6 successes. Okay, I'm gonna say that you're just gonna 360 nose, Victoria's gonna they're gonna kick the door open next to Victoria. You're gonna spin, shoot. It's gonna go bam, and then Victoria is going to, what'd you get?
4.
You're gonna slam the door. That's going to slam into them, and they're gonna go and fall out the window down that chute to their deaths.
Yes!
Okay, that's where game is going to end. And the other ones are gonna run, because you don't deal with that after that.
Don't make me feel bad for saying I complained.
No. You got 6 successes. That's great.
No,
That's
but you
great.
said I complained. I was like,
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just hilarious. I just love the spin, blam, and then yahoo! All right, so folks, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining us for this, and thank you for your patience for those of you who are more combat characters. We only did have 2 hours a day, and I probably could have structured this a little less mysteriously, but there's a lot of juicy stuff here. So if you're looking to run Story Path, I strongly suggest picking up the Jumpstart. You can find it on Storyteller's Vault, and it is a quantum leap. Which, once again, I am sad that Sam Beckett / Scott Bakula is not in this. But you know what? You can't have everything. Also, put him in your game. Replace Shanti with
Maybe he was the old guy. He was the old.
You know what? That's when the blue light
correct.
goes off. It's just Scott Bakula being like, "Oh, I can't wait for the Enterprise return." So we have been Dork Tales. Give yourself 3 seconds on the way out. Starting Christa. Say goodbye.
Hello, I'm Christa. You find me here on Dork Tales. Love you guys. Bye.
All right, Kal.
Hey, I'm Kal. I'm also on Dork Tales. Hey, it was great to play. Love you all.
Love you too. Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen. You can find me here on Dork Tales.
Nice. All right, Robin.
hi, I'm Robin, and yet find me here on Dork Tales.
And Kelly, I am Dork Tales. Find them all on me.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Oh my.
I
Oh
know.
my.
Everybody
Folks, thank
message
you
Kelly
so
and
much.
ask her to run this for Extra Life so that we can come back and play these characters again.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a nice, easy way for me to finish this. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you're watching this later on Dorktale's YouTube, watch other Onyx Path stuff over on the Onyx Path channel, and stick around for the rest of the weekend. Christa is running Pugmire tomorrow. I'm running Aberrant tomorrow, which is a game I'm a bit more familiar with than regular Trinity. And on Sunday, I'm running Mage the Ascension, set in 1999, which is, Prince's favorite year. Folks, that's going to be it from us. We will see you later.